It's U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over.
So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time, and that will lead to a second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down
by Alex Highsmith.
The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
You work all week on this opening script, and the entire idea, Mike, is to get off to a good start, establish some rhythm, both run and pass, and settle everybody in. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening script plan has not gone according to plan.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
12 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There is a flag backed by the kicker. It may very well give him new life. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
First down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's catch 3
yards.
just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
18-yard line.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And the Vikings.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, it's a throw. Got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. In motion, Naylor. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Steelers 0.
Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard
Well,
line.
here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. This one complete to Hayward. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
46-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's second.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Right back to Warren again. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
Pickup of 2 yards.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, his defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
By Eric Wilson.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always good.
That is caught side of the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Vikings offense ready to get going with their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And the Vikings
didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's good for a Vikings.
A pickup there of 13.
Down.
It'll be a Vikings first down.
33-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game holds.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's another
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
Brings up second and inches at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
Second and inches. They look to run with Jones. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
And the Vikings.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective, both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Mason. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. On play action, here's McCarthy. He puts it up, and it's caught. Justin Jefferson. touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Vikings.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run, but then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody, and it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
Will Riker now on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Steelers 7.
Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson.
The Steelers take over.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Rodgers now. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
13 yards.
13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Play action now with Rodgers. That's taken in left side by Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
We are through 1. 14-7 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. This one grabbed by Austin, and it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. He will have a Steelers first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Back at the 46-yard line.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
To DK Metcalf.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, Steelers.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
At the 29-yard line. A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the 29, here's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
He was tackled at the
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Rodgers to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it, so that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man, we let that one slip away.
A run up the middle with Warren. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2 yards.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
3rd and long. Rodgers. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just has the marker. It is 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Brings up 2nd.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Now Rodgers. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
A loss of 4 yards.
Andrew Van Ginkel gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes, but now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. Jones, first down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And a Vikings
20-yard pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run it once more with Jones. He'll take this down to the 47. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll step up and run.
J.J. McCarthy. A gain of 9 yards.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
On the give, it's Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back at the 40-yard
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
By T.J. Watt.
That's the 4th time All-Pro T.J. Watt in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Calvin Austin, deep for the Steelers. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Wow, how he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. This one uncorked, looking for Woods. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This returnable for Naylor. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Flushed to his right. Now he takes off. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
It's a
terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The 2nd down pass. Joey Porter Jr. on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down, 1st and goal.
For a Vikings 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. We'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, they'll have to go the full 10 yards, but it's 1st and goal. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down
and goal.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive.
Intended for Justin Jefferson.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson.
Brings up third
and now it's
goal.
third and goal.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll try and get and he will get into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Vikings.
The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up
the kick
and
is
good. And the Vikings have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Byron Murphy, that Pro Bowl corner, able to work his way in there for a sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and long for Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Catch made, that's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the ground.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
2nd and 5. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will cut the lead down to 4.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. The ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Jonathan Allen. Aaron Rodgers.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22.
Steelers.
That's a Steeler first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Ivan Pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the Vikings' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Murphy on the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. This one uncorked. Looking for Woods, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at his own 4-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
9 yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards.
A big play after being backed up. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And With that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. On the move left. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Vikings first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
A run. And here's Mason. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran Darius Slay. They're on the stop.
By Darius Slay. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll step up and run this.
J.J. McCarthy. A 7-yard gain. That's another Vikings first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is McCarthy. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. There he goes again. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
A gain of 9.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He'll take off again.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal.
A 25-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick
The kick is
good. And the Vikings will extend their
24,
third quarter lead.
Steelers 17.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Steelers
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field.
26-yard line.
They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Forced out wide.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away
for the Steelers,
as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue
at their own
out of bounds.
24-yard line.
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
The pass, Keanu Benton on the tackle. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson.
Complete
So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4.
That's a gain of
bring
4.
up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run the draw with Warren. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
On the tackle.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
He'll get this into the hands of Austin.
Rodgers pass.
He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
First down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
They get 21 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll go. It's Johnson. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Isaiah Rodgers. A gain of 14. And a Steeler first down.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
He finds Metcalf on the slant. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Trying to put any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll try the right side with Johnson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Rodgers. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
39-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Chandler now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Room to run at the 35. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
This one brought in by Hawkinson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A gain of
Not every
7
pass has to be
brings
thrown
up second
downfield.
down.
You can rely
At
on the run after
Steelers'
catch, especially a
48-yard
big
line.
body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That one good for 29.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. On the handoff,
Jones again.
and he
the
is
ball
stopped
carrier.
in his tracks.
Brought down
Loss
back at
of a
the
couple on the
14-yard
play.
line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Taking off, he'll try to get, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Will Riker now
lining
on
up
for the extra
point.
It's up
The kick
and through.
is good.
And the Vikings will open it up
Makes
even
the
further
score Vikings
here in this
31,
4th quarter.
Steelers 20. Will
Riker it
Riker
out
to
now
kick off
following the
for
touchdown
Vikings.
as he kicks this one away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers
At their own
offense and
26-yard
Aaron Rodgers
line.
getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Draw
And the
play to
struggles in the
back.
running game continue.
Taken down
They
back
take him
at
down behind the
23-yard
line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Austin.
Similar to a tight end, the
7
slot
yards.
receiver is often
And it's
considered the
3rd
safety blanket.
down.
He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now. He's going to look for the home run ball. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
A 57-yard attempt.
And he has missed this one. No good. And this will remain a 2-possession game.
Steelers 20.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end.
McCarthy's pass.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Intercepted.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Everybody in that defensive huddle just continues to remind themselves, you know they're going to take shots. They're going to try to throw the ball over your head and see if they can generate a big play. So continue to defend it just like they did there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Rodgers here on 2nd down. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13
It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
19 yards.
19
First
more
down,
on that
Steelers.
one. And another first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the Vikings' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll step up and run.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
We're going to find out pretty quickly how aggressive this head coach wants to be here, Mike. All the analytics say on the plus side of the 50, you've got to go for it. You have to take advantage of this field position and try to come away with 6. Big decision here, but I think they've got to go for it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run it once more with Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings.
For the Vikings.
As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Here's Austin to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run with Johnson. Room to run at the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The Steelers will line up for
Working
the
out of the
two-point
gun,
conversion.
it's Rogers. That's caught,
two-point
so they
conversion
get
is
the
successful.
two-point conversion,
And makes the
and all of a
score
sudden that
Vikings
11-point
31,
deficit down to
Steelers
just
28.
a field goal here in the fourth. A one-score
Chris
game
Boswell,
late, and you
the
figure
kickoff for Pittsburgh.
they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Yeah, Mike, and that should just about do it. They do have one timeout, so if you can get some stops, use your timeout. Theoretically, you can get the ball back. Not going to have a lot of time. Probably going to need a miracle finish.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. And now the Steelers are going to use their third and final timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
It is 2nd and 9. So now they'll pitch it out here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Down back at the 45-yard
Well, the defense
line.
gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll be forced out right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
7.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. So a win here for the Vikings. They were staring at a possible overtime, but that final kick off the mark. And they escape with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.
For this? Come on, guys, what's going on? Me and the homies can trade your outfits. Who wants my jersey?